Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd. So for months now, we kind of speculated that the Clippers would try to move Blake Griffin to the OKC Thunder for Paul George. I tweeted about it plenty of times, but we didn't know this was actual true or not. It was just speculation and rumors at that point. But ESPN's Brian Windhurst, he did confirm it on the Hoop Collective podcast, saying that yes, the OKC Thunder, they actually declined a trade offer from the Clippers in exchange for Blake Griffin. So the Clippers, they essentially called a lot of teams. They tried to get a big name player back for Blake Griffin. A lot of teams did not want to absorb that crazy contract that Blake Griffin has, especially with his injury issues. So they looked at OKC. OKC, of course, they have Paul George, who's just on a one-year deal. At the time, especially early on, they did not know if he was going to go to the Lakers or not. We still do not know, but now it looks like he has a chance of staying in OKC. But at that time, a lot of people viewed Paul George as just a one-year rental because they didn't know if they were going to be able to keep him or not. So it made sense for the Clippers to try to offer them Blake Griffin because, yes, he's not as good as Paul George. Paul George is a better overall player, at least in my opinion. But one thing that he does have that Paul George does not have is he is under contract until the 2021-2022 NBA season. So you're going to have a star player for a long time if they were able to move it. But OKC, they truly do believe that they can convince Paul George to stay. And it looks like that may be true, as it looks more convincing that Paul George may stay in OKC after this season. But they really think they have a shot, and they're definitely betting on themselves. And when you decline to trade like Blake Griffin for Paul George, you are truly betting on yourself to keep a player like Paul George. So I think it was a good move, especially if they're able to keep him. It's a risky move because you could potentially lose Paul George to get absolutely nothing in return if he does decide to go to LA. But I think it was a really good decision to just bet on yourself at that point, and we'll see if it pays off or not. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. If you're the general manager of the OKC Thunder, do you trade Paul George for Blake Griffin? Or do you do what they did and essentially bet on yourself and just hope that you can convince Paul George to sign long term at the end of the season? You guys let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.